Hello and welcome to what I call a new video, and yesterday I uploaded this video right here. This is the first time I have ever worked with an editor. And I want to tell you the story of how exactly all of that came to be. And why I hate it. So, I was playing TF2 when the summer update dropped, and then I thought to myself, hey, why don't I make a summer update video because, well, it just dropped. So I ended up recording 30 minutes of footage for the summer update video. These were probably the best 30 minutes of recording I have ever had. I was never this animated for a recording and I really liked the footage. Then I looked over at my emails and then I realized, wait a minute, someone actually messaged me. And it is an individual which, for this video's sake, we are only going to be calling Editor. Hello, wrong name. I am Editor, specializing in gaming video editing. I came across your profile and noticed your amazing gaming content. I'd love to help you take your videos to the next level with professional editing. Check out my portfolio here. If you're interested, feel free to reach out. Let's create something awesome together. Best Editor. So then I believed it was a very good idea to have an editor because, well, I was already planning to get an editor for Tomodachi Life. So I thought to myself, hey, I just made this TF2 video. Let's just give that to him for a little, merry-go-round. So naturally, I told him, greetings, editor. While I am not redacted, I am interested in working together. Please provide your rates and we will see if it currently lies within our budget. If so, you will be provided with a 30-minute test video, paid of course, to see if our collaboration fits. Best wishes, Ed Kindmod. Editor then replied with, yes, I am interested. My apologies for the name confusion because I was planning an outreach plan draft. However, I meant to send it to you. Anyway, contact me on Discord at Editor so we could have a voice call and discuss business. Best regards, Editor. Anyway, that's where the email cuts off. Now, we never did have a call, which I find to be very good. Naturally, we found ourselves back on Discord and he began to say, hello Kindmod, I am the editor. Please, may I have a look at the 30 minutes raw footage? Also, if there is a script or a general video idea, purpose, provide mess. Now, you may be able to tell that none of that made any fucking sense. First, he called me Kindmod, which, is the joke name I get from a Scotsman. Then, instead of provide me, he's typed provide mess. Fucking Z isn't even close to enter. But at that point I'd already made up my mind. Now hold on a second. I asked for the rates. What money am I giving you? He won't tell me until he gets the footage. So I'm like, hey, I'm guessing your rates depend on the footage and on how usable it is. And then he goes on an absolute voice message tirade. Not actually. He was just very, very normal. But it's a very long messages. It's 3 of them. I wanted to kill myself during the entirety of it, but he basically goes on to say that he will not be giving me any rates until I give him the footage. So I give him the footage, and he goes on to tell me the rates. In voice messages, which is not good, not good at all. So instead of, keeping it on good faith that he will not be deleting these voice messages and charging me extra, I type out how much I have to pay, which is $45 a piece. Or if I buy 5 at a time, I can get a little bit of a discount. I went with the 1 piece category because, this is the test run. He also said that he will be going out for about 2 hours. So naturally I expected, well, after those 2 hours he's going to download the footage, and after he's downloaded the footage he's gonna start editing. Now when do you think he started editing? 2 days later! Really? Alright, at midnight no less. So at midnight, I'm in bed, as normal people are. I get a message saying,
hello, brother. Just to let you know that I've started working on the vid. I've also noticed that the game audio is not recorded. Please check your recording settings next time you hit record.
Now naturally, I knew that the gameplay audio was there. I had already watched the footage, because of course I did. So I'm there, laying in my bed, at fucking midnight. I just tell him, turn the volume up. Now that wasn't the issue. He then wastes a lot of my time not telling me what the fucking issue is. Instead, he just says, oh yeah, I can't hear the gameplay audio, I can only hear your voice and click. And then I opened the Google Drive link, and I heard gameplay audio. So then I was like, if I hear it on Google Drive, if I can remember hearing it on my PC, then the problem lies with you. And instead of accepting any of that, right, he goes on to send me a video of him not hearing the audio. And then he thinks to tell me that maybe it's because he converted the file to MP4. If you convert a file, the first thing you check is if that previous file, that not converted file, works.
So he woke me up for absolutely no fucking reason.
So I give him 2 fucking videos of me showing him the audio. What is his first idea? Render it. Render the fucking video. It's 12:15 a.m., right? It's 12:15 a.m. This man wants to have me render the video again and send it to him and then turn my PC off for the night. I am not staying awake for a fucking hour because you want a stupid fucking video which you ruined. So naturally, right? Naturally, he finds a way. He, instead of doing all of that, just renders the third audio separately so he can use the gameplay audio. Which, yeah, he figured that out on his own, by the way. I wasn't needed for this. He woke me up for no reason. I went to bed. I can't be asked. And then, guess what Buddy did? Buddy went on to edit the intro, which I would like to remind you, it's like 10 seconds long for 4 hours. And then, after he's done with that, he says, okay, I've taken a long time. 4 a.m., he sends me a message again. I am asleep. He cannot wake me again. I have silenced my phone. So, naturally, when I wake up, I'm like, okay, let me know when the video's done, man. And then he sends it to me like at a random time. It doesn't really goddamn matter. So I'm intrigued. Was all the pain, was all the suffering that I went through worth it? No. No, it wasn't. Absolutely goddamn not. You saw the third draft of that video, and it was horrible. I had to watch the first draft. I'm not recovering from this. The first draft was 5 minutes and 20 seconds long. Normal video length, it's fine. Would have liked mid-roll ads, I don't really care. So I'm watching this video, and I'm like, okay, the intro seems very ADHD. I can get behind that. And then it just dissolves. The subtitles are just blatantly wrong most of the time. There's misspellings, there's different words than they were supposed to be. Hell, in the final version, there's still things wrong with the subtitle that I had to put things over. It looks like absolute ass, and I am still doing it. I don't know why I'm doing it. So there were a bunch of issues. Here's the entire list for your eyes to feast on, really. I would like to add that all of that is in a 5-minute and 20-second video. So I'm like, here's all the things wrong with the video, fix them. It's, by the way, not all the things, at all. And even though I specifically just told him to fix these things, version 2 finds its way to my doorstep, and it's not fucking fixed. Half of the things I requested that he do were not done. Here's a list of them, color-coded for your entertainment. And now I'm like, this has taken hours. When you told me that the second version was ready, that was an hour and a half before it finally came online. Your internet must be like half a megabyte per minute. It can't be that fucking slow. Anyway, so instead of questioning why it always takes 1.5 hours to get a 5-minute video up, I instead asked, hey, can we just call it? Can we just call it, please? I don't want to deal with this. So instead of fixing those issues with him, I paid him because that was not being worth it right now. And here's the confirmation of payment. If he finds this video and somehow says I didn't pay him, here's the confirmation of payment. Here's the agreement of how much I pay him. There you go. And I would also like to add a screenshot. A screenshot that was deeply funny to me when it happened. Because, you know, fucking look at it. This is during the second edit, right? This is him during the second edit where I've already complained about a lot of things being very bad about the video. And then I go ahead, hey, you misspelled this. It's spelled like this. All right, type it out. What to say? You can't make this shit up. So then I went into the editor myself. Here are all the edits that I made on the timeline. I cannot be asked. You know that part of the video where there was World at War music? That was me. He didn't do that. I'm the one who added the music. He added no fucking music outside of the intro. I don't get it. I don't get it. This man scammed this. He is a con artist. For legal reasons. That's a joke. And so naturally, I wanna die. This man, unknowingly, has taken
everything from me. And by everything, I mean 1 day of happiness.
But now, I get 2 videos out of him.
Wee.
Also, by the way, I would like to add that before I gave this footage to him, it was my favorite footage ever. I would like to reiterate that. My favorite footage ever was made into that abomination, and I paid for it. So naturally, my idea to you, don't hire a fucking editor if you can edit yourself. Except for Tomodachi Light, because no one wants to edit that shit. Cue the fucking clown.